Hello there, my friends. Welcome to the Star Wars Vault. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for new Star Wars content every week. Well, everyone, today we get to talk about the tragedy of Episode 7, The Unwise. That's right, I'm talking about The Acolyte. The second to last episode dropped just hours ago, and wow, what a masterclass by Leslie Headland. I really think she outdid herself in this episode. Let's get into it, shall we? So episode 7 starts off with yet another flashback, much like episode 3. Less than a minute in, you'll realize, wait a second, this episode is episode 3. Like, exactly the same. Well, yes, but also no. See, Leslie Headland would tell you that they're obviously not the same, as they show it from a different point of view. And while I can personally understand that, I did notice there were actually many scenes that were the exact same as in the third episode. I mean, like literal carbon copies. But anyways, the four Jedi are on Brendok as they talk about a vergence in the Force on this planet. Yeah, so apparently Anakin wasn't the first and only vergence in the Force, and later in the episode the High Council, I believe, is made aware of this vergence. Already off to a rocky start with this one. Now, Torben at this time is only a Padawan, and he starts getting really anxious on this planet. His master Indara does little to nothing to help him, she just kind of brushes him off. As they walk through these forests, then break at night to eat, they finally get within distance of the Witch Society to where Sol spots the twin girls. To me, Sol starts to become a Qui-Gon Jinn imitation in this episode. It's really weird. I mean, like, he can feel a connection to Osha and the Force, which I don't think is bad, but he's kind of like the driving force to keeping the Jedi on the planet because he wants to train Osha. Eventually, they encounter the witches like they did previously in the show, only this time we get to see the inside of Torben's mind when one of the mothers infiltrates it using her dark magic. I wasn't sure what this scene was meant for. I mean, almost every scene in Episode 7 just made me more confused about what was going on. But we see a lot of the same from Episode 3 as they get to testing the two girls. We remember May giving false answers to fail their tests so she can go on with Ascension. This time around, we see Sol opting to take a different approach with Osha's test. You can clearly see how much he wants to recruit Osha as his apprentice. Padawan Torben takes their blood samples to check the M counts, and of course, they're highly force sensitive, but then Torben says their blood symbionts are the exact same, unlike other twins, to which Sol claims only a vergence could create that power. Master Indara even theorizes this artificial manipulation could have split the same consciousness into two bodies. Here I am again, just shaking my head at what I'm hearing. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but this whole twin vergence storyline just kind of waters down Anakin's story. Don't forget that Darth Plagueis didn't create Anakin with manipulation of the Force. It was the Force that responded against said manipulation by creating Anakin. So two witches using magic to create life with no consequence rubs me the wrong way. Back to the Jedi group, Torben begins to go after the twins because in his mind, that is their ticket home. Not gonna lie, this poor guy makes it very clear that he's afraid and he just doesn't want to be here. Sol follows him, obviously, since he wants to go get Osha. Indara and Kelnaka try to stop the other two, and, to no avail, because Sol and Torben confront the mothers while the other witches are on standby ready to shoot the Jedi. And then Mother Anasea shapeshifts into a magical smoky essence, and you begin to see Osha's body do the same until Sol stabs Anasea with his lightsaber. In her dying breath, she then tells Sol she was letting Osha go? I mean, to be honest, if I was Sol, I thought you were doing something very dangerous and violent. I would have tried to stop you too. So now she makes it seem like her intentions are good and the Jedis are bad. That's what gets me so annoyed about the Acolyte. The Jedi are actually bad, and these witches who created two twins in the Force with some dark magic are somehow in the right. I'll say it again, I could be wrong, but that's just how I perceive it. Now the next scene I actually think was pretty cool. Sol fights Mother Coral as Torben deflects all the arrow blasts from the remaining cult witches. And then Mother Coral transforms into Essence, much like Anasea just did, but she possesses Kelnaka. And finally, I get to see some live-action Wookiee Jedi. This scene only lasts 2 minutes, but the fighting with Kelnaka against the other Jedi was pretty fun. Eventually, Indara jumps in and uses the Force to spell out the witch from Kelnaka's body. Once she does this, you see all the other witches die simultaneously. Crazy, right? Do I know how they all died from that? Not really, but I guess it was the power of one, power of many thing, right? So yeah, they all die in their magical connection together, I guess. I don't know what happened there. I assume this includes Mother Coral because we don't ever see her again. And Indara then orders Sol to go get the twins. Once he finds them, it is now revealed to us that he was the one keeping their bridge up from their falling to their deaths. And so I really don't know why he didn't just force pull both of the girls to him. The problem with that alternative is that it makes sense. Sol then chooses Osha over May, with the evil twin falling to her fake demise. By the way, we still haven't found out how May survived. But anyways, this looks real bad on Sol. This is a very selfish and even more just stupid decision. The episode ends with Indara telling Sol he must lie to the council so that he can train Osha after everything he did to retrieve her. So here we are, one episode away from conclusion of the Acolyte Season 1, and I have no idea where the story is going. I think it's pretty clear that they planned for Season 2 because there's so much in the air that can't be wrapped in 1 40-minute finale. Episode 7 was atrocious, mainly because of the story being told. I still don't know what the story is exactly. I'm trying really hard to understand, but everything is just so messy. I'm glad they had a decent fight choreography team for the show, but that's all I can say about it. Yeah, I like the little fight scene. It was cool to see the Wookiee Jedi jumping super high and utilizing his physical strength. Imagine if the story made sense and you enjoyed the characters. Imagine if you could get super invested with everything they're giving you. I mean, they used 2 episodes of the same flashbacks with slightly different points of views. I'm not even against that kind of storytelling. I've enjoyed other shows, not just Star Wars, that do full-on flashback episodes. The thing is, you need to do a good job and tell a story that has purpose. These episodes 3 and 7 at times just come off as lazy, and I'm really not trying to be harsh here, but where's this $180 million budget going? Is it all in the lightsaber choreography? I think it's good, but, not that good. With all that being said, to those that are truly genuinely enjoying this show, I'm happy for you, and you have every right to like what you like. For me and over 80% of Star Wars fans, we see this as possibly the worst Star Wars project to date, and it pains me to say that. So, Episode 8 comes out next Tuesday. I'll be back to cover the finale, and before that drops, I will have a new fan fiction for you very soon. As for Episode 7 of The Acolyte, I rate it 2 out of 10. It would have been a 1 without Kalnaka fighting with his lightsaber. Now it's time to let me know what you all thought. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you hate it? Make sure you comment below. Don't forget to force push that like button to show your support. I thank you very much. Social media can be found in the description. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. So until then, may the Force be with you.